All right, welcome everyone. Thanks for being patient with us. We took a break last week, but we are here and excited to discuss the rest of the Bad Batch. But first, I want to introduce our guests. We have over there, we've got Josiah,
Hello there.
and we've got Quinton. Did you mute yourself, Quinton?
My bad. My bad. Hello, everybody.
Nice. All right. Well, yeah, we're super excited. We wanted to talk about the Bad Batch today, but as we were getting ready for the show, I pop on YouTube for a second, and what do you know? Two new trailers. One for season 3 of The Mandalorian, and for Tales of the Jedi. And so we just had to take a look at that. So we're going to talk about some of the good things that we saw in that, what we're looking forward to, and then we'll get into the Bad Batch, the rest of the Bad Batch episodes 6 through 16 after we talk about the trailers. So, what are your first thoughts there, Q or Josiah, if you guys want to?
Go for it.
Well, I thought it's interesting that the armorer still claims that he's not a Mandalorian, but then I like these scenes we're getting of all the Mandalorians and their different kinds of armor, different paintings and designs on their armor. Looked really cool.
Yeah, and I think some of the voice line in there too was interesting. We're going to get a little bit more on the cult, right? The
Yeah.
cult that they're blaming for some of the downfall of the Mandalorian. So I think that will be interesting to kind of see that, and where loyalties end up falling and philosophies and things like that.
Yeah, it was real interesting because Bo-Katan's like, your fraction or your cult fractured the Mandalorian people.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I really like that, because when the first season of Mandalorian came out, everyone's like, okay, he never takes his helmet off, and it's a rule you can't take his helmet off. But all the Mandalorians in the Clone Wars always took their helmets off. What's going on here? Like, we've seen Bo-Katan without her helmet off tons of times. Even Vizsla.
Yeah.
Vizsla in Clone Wars, he took his helmet off. And so I like that instead of just being like, oh yeah, we're gonna change that. No, they're making it like a story point of why one is one way and one is another, and it's super interesting. I feel like the first 2 seasons have more or less just been about a man protecting a younger child, being the father figure to a young child, someone who doesn't necessarily want to be, but is thrown into that role. And that's kind of been what it is. And it almost feels like this season's going to get more into the Mandalorian life and their philosophies and all of that. And it seems so good because, like, even Bo-Katan in the trailer says to Grogu, oh, you thought your dad was the only Mandalorian?
Yes, I love that, because exactly what you just said. Basically, we're kind of dancing around that being, kind of like a pseudo case in the story, right? That it's kind of like a father son, but they just like on this right in the teaser, they just gave it to us. There you go. Like, yep, it's a father son situation here.
Exactly. And also, we were just talking about it off screen, but is that Babu Frick?
Yeah.
It was so great.
It's gotta be him, or it's gonna be like his crazy cousin or something.
His crazy cousin, who's also a droid repairman.
Maybe he's got to fix up that the R5 unit that he's seen in his Naboo starfighter.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I did notice that, and that was first thing I was like, wait,
I can never remember her name. The mechanic lady.
Pelly.
She's like my favorite character in the show, and I always forget her name. But she shows off the droid, and it's probably the same one that Luke's uncle tried to buy in A New Hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. They said that in like the first season that it was. I mean,
That's awesome.
that would make sense that that's the kind of junk she'd keep around.
Yeah.
The her Jawa boyfriend sold it to her.
Yeah.
That was always one of those funny moments. Was like, what?
Her character's awesome.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna get like some space battle action. You know, there's a little clip of that going through like some asteroids and stuff like that. That's cool.
Oh, the visuals look fantastic. Just the space battles. There looks like it doesn't feel like they're gonna be half-hour episodes here. This definitely feels like we're gonna get much longer episodes. I would be surprised if it's only 8 episodes like they first 2 have been, or maybe I think the second one was 9. But even so, they look like there's a lot going on here. The ship design is so cool. Everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say I literally only got to watch it one time right before this. And did you guys get to see what that, whatever that piece was? Was it armor, whatever that was getting like forged in the middle of the teaser? Did you see what that was?
Yeah,
it was like round, kinda.
Yeah, you can't really quite make it out. It's just, it is just round. You can't really tell what it is. Is it a
kind of
helmet?
Interesting.
Is it a helmet for Grogu?
That's what I was thinking. Because it's kind of small, right?
That would be so great.
Somehow he has to fit his ears in there, but
well, his ears can be folded in. Whatever, he could just push them down, and then they'll pop up into the helmet.
Okay.
Oh man.
Haven't you seen like even Yoda's? His ears were pretty soft. It's mostly like if you want to think of it as real instead of a puppet, it's more like it's all cartilage. It's almost like a dog's ear. Like, you could squish your dog's ear down a little bit.
Oh right, yeah.
Not necessarily like comfortable always, but he could easily just like squish them down and put the helmet on, and they'd pop into their places where they need to go.
And speaking of, now we're just rambling about dog's ears, but